guys, after all your requests, I finally decided to give out the predictions of all my algorithms. It is fully automated, finally, thousands of rows of Python code, different approaches, different sports, but one thing which is common is the hit rate in certain range of odds and the value it produces. It runs 3 times a day, scrapes data or uses available APIs, cleans data, transforms data, and then it creates features. Then machine learning algorithms are activated. They use the training data sets that go back to 10 years period for each sport, of course, and then we get predictions. The predictions we get are ideal for my UB method, but they also work for FS method, or you can just use flat stakes by betting on every pick like singles. So I'm really glad to announce that it is already up and running for those of you that only want to use the picks, but mostly for my fellow subscribers that created their own models and just want to compare their picks with mine. So now let's go back to the Google Sheet, and I'm going to answer some of the most common questions I get. Firstly, all my models give me scores, both for home and away teams. They're not classification models, so I predict home and away scores. Then, by analyzing and filtering results, the algorithms give me certain ranges of odds and margins between the scores that maximize hit rate and value for each sport and each model. The main characteristic that most of your models lack is predictive features that are cumulative counts or sums or rolling counts and rolling sums of past matches, of course. You cannot just use the current league table and expect analysis of past results. So my next video will be about that, especially about that, with a simple example in Excel and maybe a bit of Python code for those of you that are interested. Just for a change, because generally I just saw Excel files. So some of you have asked many times, how can we do that? How can we write that in Python? We're not that good, but okay, we can do that. So let's go to the Google Sheet. Okay, so on the top left corner, as you can see here, I have some instructions. So I write over here that this sheet is updated automatically through the AI software 3 times a day. So it's probably something in the morning at around 8 o'clock, and then afternoon sometime, and then later in the evening. Swedish time, of course. All picks are value bets. That means that if you bet on those picks, in the long run, we're gonna have the value, as you can see over here. So value means that we're gonna have profit. If value is more than 2%, it's on the certain rates of odds, then you have profit. If the range starts from 140 up to 6, 7, then maybe even if you have value, perhaps you don't have profit. But if you have a certain range, as I indicate here, from 155 to 2.3, that means we have profit. So you see here that those are value bets. Acceptable odds are between 1.55 and 2.3. Anything bigger than that, 235, 240, or smaller, is neglected. So if it's small, if it's 150, 154, 153, we don't get it. Even if it says odds edge, bigger, when you go and find it in your specific bookmaker and it's smaller or bigger than those numbers, then we don't pick it. Then I'm having this pick percentage, this column over here, but let's go from start. So as you can see here, from row number 7 and below are the picks. So the first 6 rows do not change. From the 7th row, Python is connected with this Google Sheet, so it clears everything that is under is below row 7, and then it populates the table again with new results. So if you see the date over here, today we have 13, so it starts from 14, so it's tomorrow's matches, then it's today's matches, and it's yesterday's matches as well, if you see here. So it's sorted by date, descending. So it starts from tomorrow, then it's today, and then it's yesterday's. And then we also sort this table by time, but ascending this time. So we start, as you can see here, tomorrow's matches, but here is the first match on tomorrow. And then so you can easily just come here, get all the matches for this for tomorrow, let's say, and paste it into your logbook by which one starts first. And then you can also go on the 13th, and then you see here that this one is first, then second, and then. So when a match is over, there is no time here anymore. So as you can, if you go here, you see that right now there is score over here. So this match has finished and we have the result. So when there is no time and we have the score, that means the match has already played and we have the result as well. So we have the date, we have the time, we have 3 days results every day, every 8 hours, or let's say 3 times a day. This one is automatically updated, and then we start with the league name. If the league is not properly structured, so if you see here, we have the country, USA or Sweden or Greece or Bulgaria, and then we have the league. There is underscore and then the league, NHL, Hockey Allsvenskan, Super League 2. If it's something different, and I don't see it because it's automatic, so you can just write a comment in any video or contact me so I can fix bugs. So here you have the league for every match. We have the home team and the away team, but you have to be careful that when it's hockey or any US sport, they write first, if it's NBA or whatever, they write first in your bookmaker the away team and then the home team. So always be careful about that. Then it's the pick which is filtered, as I said. It's not everything that the software gives, but it's the picks, those picks that I want to use into my UB method, FS method, or the pick that produces a certain hit rate, which is between 58% or 62%, and it has average odds around 180, 182, as we can see over here over the last 5,000 picks. So this produces a value over 4 most of the times, either 4, 5, 6. This is what we see. Now we come to this column again, pick percentage, as you see here, and I'm writing the pick percentage column refers to the margin if the sport is not football. But if the sport is football, then it is percentage with 100% equal to 1. So it goes from 0 to 1. And we can see here, for example, here at this line, at this row 13, we see that this is football, Greece Super League 2, and it's Ergotelis against Karaiskakis, and the home team to win. This is what the algorithm picked. And it says 0.65. That means it's 65% chance, according to the algorithm, that pick home, so the home team to win, will be verified. So this is the confidence that the algorithm has. Otherwise, if it's hockey or basketball or whatever, you see that this is the margin. So you can see here at St. Louis Blues against Winnipeg Jets, so which is hockey, NHL. It says that pick home team and the margin, because it's hockey, is 1.31. So it means that St. Louis Blues will score 1.31 goals more than Winnipeg Jets. And then you can see here that New York Islanders are gonna score 0.37 goals more. So this is the margin always. For example, this one, it says Los Angeles Kings, Florida Panthers. It says pick the away team, and the margin is going to be 0.56 for Florida Panthers. Let's see something else. Here, Hockey Allsvenskan, AIK against Tingsgate. It says that AIK will score one goal more than the away team. This one. Um, this one is football as well. It says Real Sociedad against Alaves. Pick the home team to win, but because it is football, it's not 0.64 the margin, but it's 64%. So that's the how you read it. So always be careful what type, what kind of, what type of sport we have over here. Here we have the odds, the average odds of all the bookmakers, most of the bookmakers at least. You can see here is hockey, so it's only home odds and away odds. So the draw is not included. So when you go and find in your bookmaker the odds, be careful not to choose the odds that have the draws, but it should be like final result. Okay, and then this is football as you see here, so the draw is also included at the odds that we get. But it doesn't matter what it says here. If it tells you to pick the home team to win, and you go into your bookmakers and you find odds between 155 and 2.3, that means that you can have the pick and use it in any type of betting you do. That was all for this spreadsheet over here. I also deleted the previous logbooks that I had over here. So you can see the logbook UBM example is still here because some of you still use this UBM method that this is one that I'm actually using as well. It's good if you try to imply it into your betting workflow, see if it works, or verify some of your previous bets, see how it would have been with this method, and choose if you want to follow it or not. Otherwise, you can just go flat stakes, follow whatever is here. Have this Google Sheet always open. Every 8 hours it will follow, or you can just connect through this link over here and just pull through Power Query or through Python or through whatever you want. You can pull the data whenever it changes. And I hope you have good luck. Next video is going to be, I think, one of the most important videos because I will explain you in detail how you can do it with pulling some data, change it, make it into predictive features, and be able to use them correctly into your models. So good luck. See you in the next video.